What is up, YouTube? M1 American here. I'm actually setting up right now, or planning out a training. This is going to be a rescue training, wilderness, for our local search and rescue. So up in the high Sierras, beautiful location as you can kind of see behind me. It's just gorgeous. I'm surrounded by rock faces. So the idea is this is going to be an injured climber. He fell down just about to where the spot I am from the cliff that's just behind me here. And he has been here for a while, so he got stuck. Maybe a broken leg, tib, fib, something like that. And he couldn't get himself out. Somebody pings his phone, or his phone gets pinged, right? They locate him. He'd been missing for over 24 hours. And that's when we come in to come find him and then extricate him from this location. And this is not the hardest place to get somebody out of, but it is not going to be easy whatsoever. There's a lot of difficult terrain out here. As you can see, that's actually cliff. There's some gullies you can kind of walk down, some ravines and things. The point to get them out to is over that. It falls down, it crosses a river, and then back out to the other side, whereas the closest any vehicles will be able to park. So there's a lot to consider when doing these kind of rescues, especially when you're trying to plan one out. So you got to come up with a scenario, you got to come up with, you know, safeties and things like this, so it's plausible to get somebody out at the without there being a huge risk to the team, because the focus is got to be on what they're doing, but you can't put them in extreme danger, which I know in real life you don't get that choice, but we don't want to compromise anybody in a training, because then when it comes to the real deal, then we're missing people. So, but this is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. There's a lot of search and rescue groups that they try and they do similar things like this. There's a lot of bushes. But it's really fun actually, setting this stuff up, because you have to think in advance, you know, what are the challenges? What do you not want to be the challenges? I don't want them to have to walk in 8 miles to get this guy. That's not part of the training. And I don't want them to have to search heavily, because this is going to take them most of the day to get this guy out of this location. Gotta pay attention for a minute. Some rotted trees that have fallen down. No, I'm not weird. It's sugar pine. It smells really sweet. It smells really sweet, like you could lick it, like candy. Not gonna, but it sure smells amazing. Okay, so kind of out in the open now. Whew. Figuring out their extrication route, which for the most part it's probably going to be that way. They're going to go down and around, back out that way. It's going to be fun for them. Beautiful, just beautiful. So imagine having to carry somebody out of this in a litter, a basket, right? It is not going to be easy. There are routes. I've pre-walked this to make sure that they're going to be able to do this without too much gear, because they're going to have to haul it all in and haul it all out, and the setup and time all takes a lot of time. But as you can see, it's not easy terrain. Some of these steps down, they're pretty far down. This little outcropping right here, it's about 300 feet away. It looks a little closer on camera. And there's a few little ledges in between. So navigating over this while carrying another person is fun. Okay, so I'm actually shooting for that little ledge there. We're gonna cross between a lot of this stuff to get there real quick. Mainly just for the purpose of taking a minute to relax and taking off the pack. Grab some water, maybe share some gear with you guys. Gotta watch your step though. Again, don't want to bring a patient to the scene. Means you don't want to become the patient. So there's nobody out here but me, and that would quickly end up the scenario or the case if I were to get injured out here right now. And that would suck. So you gotta be cautious. All right, camera down so we can get up this next ledge. Okay, so here's my pack. This is what's kind of on the outside. So you can see, there's the front. I keep a hat. Hopefully it's not too windy so you can hear me. I keep a hat easy, so if I need to, if it's too sunny or whatever, I can access it. These are the things that I might need quickly. Changing weather. I have an outer shell. This is like a waterproof windbreaker. It also has reflective taping on it. I have a cordelette of some rope. That's not to do rappelling, but it is about 100 foot, and I can loop it around a tree and walk myself down stuff that you couldn't just go down forward. So a little bit of help to get out of situations without straight rappelling. I do wear a rigger's belt, but I wouldn't typically recommend that because there's no support in the legs that holds your weight up. So those are kind of a joke to begin with, but at least if you have a strap to go around your legs, it would work. Anyways, on the side here, I have a radio with the county channels already programmed into it because I do help, I do search and rescue. I have a lot of the channels. In this pack, I have some emergency information stuff. So I have pen and paper, and then I also have this, which is kind of a quick guide for rescue and stuff. So it's just in a waterproof container. So this is if I walk up on somebody and I'm not sure exactly what to do with it. There's some cheat sheets. On the far side pocket over here, I have just some cordage. This is so I can strap things down better onto the backpack or whatever. I also have a waterproof backpack cover, and it also has reflective piping, and it's bright orange. So I can also use this for signaling or marking stuff. It also helps people to find me. Okay, so in the second pouch here, I have some water purification. I don't know if you can see this. It's just one of these Sawyer water filters and a bag. There's a little hose in there. Basically, you fill the bag with water, like out of the river, and then you just squeeze it through the bag, through the filter, into your water bottle. I do have a knife, an SRK cold steel. This can be strapped, mounted to the outside of the pack, but I prefer to keep it inside for now. And I have two handheld 1,000 lumen flashlights. They're both Phoenix flashlights, if you're curious. I have reviews on both of them on my channel. You can look those up if you want to know what they are exactly. And the smaller pouch, I have a bunch of just miscellaneous stuff. I have a striker flint steel. I also have a butane torch lighter. I have another whistle, just a backup. I have some extra batteries. These are mostly for the GPS, and some of the flashlights take those batteries too. And this is a diffuser tip for one of the flashlights for signaling or not having a huge spotlight in your hand. You just want to diffuse it for around the area like a camp light. It makes for things like map reading and stuff like that easier. In here, I have a mini first aid kit and some paper towels and stuff if you have to use the restroom or blow your nose. This is well, kind of an old phone, but I use it as a backup GPS. Has a lot of mapping and stuff on it, so it's just in a case. I have a waterproof, totally waterproof jacket. The windbreaker is so-so. I also have a compressible layer, so this is insulation that it just fluffs up. I have a bottle of water, and usually I have more than this, but I'm really close. I also have an emergency bivvy, more or less not for myself, but if I come up on somebody else, that can be pretty handy. I have some webbing that has some pre-sewn loops in the end. This is good for just doing quick anchors, lashing something, strapping, pulling, whatever. It works good as a handle, all kinds of stuff. I also have a little tarp kit. So there's cordage in here, there's a waterproof sil nylon tarp, and some stakes. You can kind of hear them in there. So basically I can build a real quick hasty shelter out of that. And then in the very top pocket up here, I have some gloves. They're rubberized. These are actually sleeves, so you just wear them. You just slide them up over your arms and they just come up to about here, right about where my sleeve ends. This helps for sun, so if it's really sunny, you're starting to get sunburnt, or to prevent it, you can put these on. It also, they're wicking, it helps keep you cooler too. And really important, and we'll probably end up using this today to get out of here, is a headlamp, and this is by ThruNite. Love this little headlamp. One little battery, has multiple modes. It's really light, easy, and pretty dang bright, and I love the spread pattern of the beam. And that's pretty much all I brought for this, which really is not an extensive trip. Really all this trip is meant to be is just planning out for training, and that's what we've pretty much accomplished. I'm now just plotting the routes, getting it all onto GPS so I can, print out maps and stuff like that for heading out to the team. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it ends up a good training. Even more so, hopefully they learn from it and there's some takeaways that they can use later on. So that's really the point here, is to get everyone very familiar and used to things, so there's no real surprises. They know what they're doing, they know how to do it, they're comfortable with it, and they can help whoever it is that they're called out to help. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I might or might not get some shots leaving here, but if not, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have anything to be said, say it down below. I'll try and respond to you if I can. I'm a pretty busy guy, and we're gonna keep doing more stuff like this. So until next time, remember, the fun is getting out, not just watching the videos. So get out and do it, but be safe. Plan ahead. All right, till then, peace out, you guys.